Valentine's Day just passed. Who here had a Valentine? You did. You did. You didn't. Yeah. So Valentine's Day just passed, and as some of you were probably wondering, yes, I did have a Valentine, but Valentine's Day made me realize something, and I've noticed a common theme with a lot of the stories that I'm going to tell you here on this channel. Something always happens that reminds me of it. And it really made me realize my middle school days fucking sucked. Because as you probably could have guessed, the story I'm going to tell you is from middle school. It's from 5th grade, actually. Yes, 5th grade was considered middle school in my school district. But I'm going to tell you a story about why I not even hated, despised Valentine's Day for years. And by years, only mean like 2 or 3. But still, I didn't like Valentine's Day because of this one story. And it just made me feel so insignificant and so not important. But anyway, let's get into the video. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sir Henry, yes, Sir Henry Official. And welcome to a story, a heart-wrenching, a soul-crushing story about why I not just disliked, not just hated, but I despised Valentine's Day for a solid 2-3 years of my life. So like I said earlier, it's 5th grade, so I'm like 10 or 11 around this time, and there was this girl that I liked, that I guess you could say I dated. We're gonna call her Roxanne. So me and Roxanne, we were dating in 4th grade, and then we moved on to 5th grade. We had broke up, but that was still my girl in my heart, you know what I'm saying? And there was this other guy that she dated. We're gonna call him Charles. And to this day, I think if I saw Charles like today as a 20-year-old man, I probably would still feel the same about him as I did back when I was 10. Because it was always funny when a girl you were dating is seen with another guy, because they're always like, oh, he took your girl, he took your girl. And the thing about it was, at first they were literally just friends. But once everybody started saying, oh, you took Will's girl, you took Will's girl, he let that get to his head, and he really started acting like he took my girl, and they started dating. So now my pride is crushed. But the thing is, when I was in 5th grade, I had almost no self-respect. Like none. I had no self-respect, because I was just sitting by, just waiting for her to realize, like, that's not the man of your dreams. I am. That's me. Me. And later on in that school year, my wishes did come true. They ended up breaking up, and I couldn't be happier, because it was right around Valentine's Day. It was like the last week of January. So I'm like, perfect. This is my opportunity to prove to her that I'm the one for her, not that nigga. So Valentine's Day come around, and obviously there's decorations everywhere. Love is in the air. Cupid just striking everybody. And it was a common thing in my middle school days for Valentine's Day for everybody to pass out their cards. And I made this card specifically for her. Like, I put some thought into it. I was looking like a young Shakespeare. And I even got some candy to go with it. I'm like, I'm gonna give her this. I'm gonna win her over, and she gonna jump into my arms and be like, baby, I'm sorry that I ever thought that he was the one for me. I see that you're the one for me now. And I thought we was gonna live happily ever after. But I had to remember, we were in 5th grade. So obviously I give her the card and the candy, and she was ecstatic. She was really happy. She was pleased with how much thought I put into giving that to her. And she gave me a hug, and I was hoping that she, gave me a little kiss on the cheek.
You some freaky ass nigga!
But she didn't, but just whatever. We were in middle school. So She gave me a hug. She was so happy. She was so ecstatic. And I'm like, in my head, I just won. I won her over. That's my girl again. So I tell my friends about it, and they were like, "So you gonna ask her to beat me your girl again?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like when? I was like, at the end of the school day. So end of the school day rolls around, and she was in a different class than me. Um, so I go over to her classroom to try to catch her at the end of the day, and I see these cards. All of them look the same. I'm like, oh, maybe like the teacher just passed them out or whatever. So I look at one of the cards and I'm like, yo, let me see that real quick. And it was a big old heart, had a teddy bear on it, had Cupid on there, and it said to whoever it was going to, and it didn't even say from. It said love. Ooh, almost said a real name. It said love Roxanne. And I'm like, oh, so this what we doing? And then I look at one of the other cards and I see the same thing. To Adrian, love Roxanne. To Kahari, love Roxanne. To Andre, love Roxanne. And then I reach in my back pocket and I pull out the card she gave me. It's the same one. I put so much thought into that card, getting her the right candy, just making her smile, and you give me the same card that you gave every other nigga in your class? Are you out of your mind? Is what I was thinking when I was in 5th grade. But even if we were, older, she was single. Like she was literally single. So I had no reason to be mad. But I'm just being dramatic because this is a YouTube video. So yeah, I see that and I'm like, oh. So yeah, I must be very insignificant. I must be a roadblock in her life because wow, like you couldn't change the card up like at least a little bit, throw in some candy or something. Like, damn, that's how you feel about me? That's insane. That's insane. But again, me having almost no self-respect, I'll let it go. And then we ended up dating again the very next year, but it only lasted like 2 weeks. And guess who she went back to? Charles. I hate that dude. I hated that dude with a passion, bro. But when I got older, I realized, Charles wasn't really the problem. But still, I was mad about it, and I'm probably still gonna be mad about it later in life. But yeah, that was the reason why I hated Valentine's Day for years, because I had told everybody about that plan, about the card, the candy, how I was gonna give her that, and then at the end of that day, I was gonna ask her to be my girlfriend, and all those plans just got blew right out of the water. So yeah, but now that I'm older and more mature, I do like Valentine's Day, as long as I'm not single. And I know that sounds petty, but I don't care. Fight me. But anyway, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, drop a comment, share it with your brother, your sister, your best friend's girlfriend, your girlfriend's auntie, your auntie's girlfriend. It don't matter. Every little bit of support counts, and I will see y'all in the next one. Hey guys, quick editor's note before the intro hits. Sorry that this video came out a little bit later than it was supposed to. I know it was about Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day was almost a week ago. But I don't know if you guys knew this, but I was sick for a good like 3 or 4 days, and my voice was just terrible. It was completely shot, and there was no chance in hell that I was gonna get on here and tell a story with my voice sounding like I chain smoke. So yeah, I appreciate you guys' patience with that, and I also wanted to kind of level with you guys for a second, because I know I don't really get too personal. I know I tell stories about my life, but I just wanted to talk to my audience for a second. When I started this channel, it was completely out of nowhere. And while yes, it's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, um, I didn't start it with like a guide. I didn't start it with like a, how to, like, it was just out of nowhere. It was like 12 in the morning and I decided, hell, let me start a YouTube channel. And just the overwhelming amount of support that I've gotten in such a short amount of time, I've somehow amassed almost 40 subscribers and almost 12 hours of watch time. And I've been doing this for less than a month. And for that, I just wanted to personally say thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. Every little bit of support, every comment, every like, every share, I look at it all. Like, because it all means so much to me, because just the idea of someone taking the time out of their day to see my face, to listen to my voice, it just means so much to me. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. And if you made it this far in the video, type down 2025 takeover in the comments, because that's what it's looking like right now. And hopefully we can just keep going up from here. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you guys have a blessed day. I love y'all.